Gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Starladder I-League Invitational Season 3. As you guys might have heard, there's an Earthshaker in this game. I'm Lyrical. Going to be joined as well by my man Ryu Doda, who I believe is going to be coming in just a second. We got started a little bit earlier because all the teams were here. But I told Ryu that he was good to go and take a little bit of a break. Unfortunately, we ended up starting before that, so he should be here in just a second. Oh, and it looks like he's already back. He's just on top of it. Ryu Doda, what a guy.
I just wanted you to sweat.
I mean, that's already happening. I don't know where it's like. Actually, I do know what it's like where you are. I heard there's a lot of rain there. For me, it's been fires. The entire state of Oregon has been on fire. So it's been hot.
Ah, nice. It's like you can't even have fire and ice. It's just fire and wet. Sounds lame.
Fire and wet. A song of fire and wet.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, it's been rough though, and it's been a wonderful day so far. 4 best of 3s that have been going on between the CIS and SA region. Southeast Asia also occurred earlier today. I think Zyclops was casting those. So Dota 2 back in full swing as we take a look at this next one. SG Esports versus INF.Young, and both of these teams have changed around a bit. SG Esports obviously losing several of their players, and now I think 4DR is the only one that's left over from the old team, and INF.Young having a rebuilding of sorts around Benjaz. So I'm excited to see how they do.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent in SA, and then there's just all these newer players that eventually are going to keep coming up because the region is underdeveloped, and eventually because there's those banned players in the South America, like 4 of them that were actually all great players. Eventually there's gonna have to be new talent that comes in to take over, and well, here we are in this cup, or I mean in these games we've been seeing some up and comers.
Yeah, and the other thing about it is, even if these teams themselves aren't the ones that eventually make it to, like, the big times, whatever it is, some of these names, some of these people, they might be the ones that are able to make that big push towards the the points are connected to players now. It's not connected to teams. So that's really important for these guys to make it to an event and start to build up a reputation for themselves, because eventually maybe you start building a super team and somebody remembers that Liposo was the very best Nature's Prophet they ever saw in his life. He's probably not playing that hero. Then they end up getting picked up by some organization. Look at what happened with our dude Tomato. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tomato stepping out of his dad's basement, moving to Europe, and he's gonna have a good time learning a different culture, learning to adapt to European lifestyle, learning to play in the European region, which he said the pubs are fun so far. I've talked to him. I've played in Europe too. I like the pubs there. It's definitely a lot better than USC's, let me tell you what, at times. At times, I'd say most of the time it's better.
10 seconds
US
remaining.
East, what a thing. All right, well, let's take a look now at what we have as far as the draft in front of us. For Infamous, Earthshaker and Batrider taken, great sources of initiation. Meanwhile, Lich and Nature's Prophet taken for SG Esports. How surprised were you when SG Esports was sort of came out of nowhere at the Kiev Major? Was it something you were kind of expecting based upon the players? Like, have you played a lot with 4DR?
Yeah, sometimes I get matched against with him in pubs here and there. I think I was today and stuff. He's really good. I think he's an all-star player. Maybe I'm curious to see how they build around him in this game, or around this team. I mean, like, why did he replace everyone? Did everyone just leave because they didn't like him, or they got better offers? What are the problems? Does he have faith in all these other new players up and coming? Like, what is the reasoning by him just being like the lone wolf here? And we're gonna find out.
Yeah,
5 seconds
we will.
remaining.
We hopefully we'll find out at least.
Find out if it was right or wrong. No, not you can't. Even if they get stomped right now, you can't even. It doesn't mean anything. Bit my tongue there. That was not cool.
No, what happened?
Not cool. I don't know. I had like some spit accumulating, so I was trying to like get it to the back, and then I bit my tongue.
Wow.
But going back to the point is, this
Dire
series
team
doesn't matter as a whole because everyone's
Legion
new.
Commander.
There's still a new patch to even be that should be coming up within a month. It could be within a week or within the next month or two. So a lot of teams are still going to have to
Radiant team
adapt,
back.
even when you have these
Templar
new players,
Assassin.
to a new play style.
Right.
So even though people might get comfortable in 2 weeks together, they might not be comfortable together in 4 weeks.
Well, and the other thing about that
that's the
too,
great thing about.
I've been thinking about is like, this is a
10 seconds
a
remaining.
very, very intense period of qualifiers. Right now,
5
they have
seconds remaining.
obviously the Starladder iLeague Invitational Season 3. We also have the PGL minor qualifiers that are happening concurrently. I think some of these teams that have played right now were playing matches earlier in the day where they were trying to qualify for the PGL minor. And then on top of all of that, you've also got these other random tournaments that are showing up. There was the ROG Masters or whatever it was that was taking place earlier today, also a European tournament. I think that there are a few other like random ones going on for the third-party organizations that aren't connected to minors or majors. And if a patch happens to drop in the middle of it, like it's just going to throw everything into upheaval. I can't wait to see what happens when that patch finally drops, because it's going to be in the middle of either qualifiers or right before a main tournament.
Right. And that's going to be fun. And also you have to think about this too, because there's going to be 2 new heroes. So eventually Valve are going to want to put into play
10
those
seconds
2 new
remaining.
heroes
Right.
after they've been
Radiant
balanced.
team
So you have to kind of like spam those heroes, but you also need to spam the heroes that are buffed or nerfed to get better, or just practice with them when the new patch comes too. So that's another interesting aspect about new patches and stuff.
Right.
10 seconds
Yeah, I
remaining.
can't wait to see what ends up happening with it. There's just going to be a lot of
5 seconds remaining.
Dota to see it get played out as well, so that's going to be cool. Troll Warlord is going to be the last pick for Infamous.Young. We haven't talked a ton about the draft, but that's okay. We'll get a chance to
Choose
see
your
what they have
hero.
to say about it and what everybody is playing in just a few minutes, and it's going to be a 4DR sniper.
Ciao.
You like this hero?
In this game, not so much. I think it's kind of neutral into the negative area for me, just because there's Bat Rider, but Bat can be countered by Nyx and Legion, but there's also an Earthshaker too.
Right.
I do like the Lich though. Like Lich plus Sniper is a really good synergy because you can defend for days, years. I mean, you have
10
Shrapnel
seconds
plus
remaining.
Lich armor, and if Jakiro
5
comes up
seconds
to
remaining.
Liquid Fire, that's easy dual damage or easy Nyx Assassin, just stunning him and sniped, peeped. But I love what Infamous have more, because I think they can get Roche really easily with Troll and TA. They're going to have BKBs, and then they're just going to run at you, right? Once you have these 2 BKBs, I don't see SG Esports winning. So they're going to have to get a lot of pickoffs, and they're going to have to buff themselves up early on to have a fighting chance this game.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Check it out. We were talking about it earlier, but that's the Jakiro item, in case you didn't see it earlier.
Jakiro item?
Yeah, Wu has it. We were talking about that earlier. Were you talking about, or was it? I was talking about with Aosin. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Jakiro item?
No, I don't know the Jakiro item.
You should take a look at it. It's pretty sweet.
You
It's
mean
on-
item? It's an item?
Yeah, like,
You mean set?
yeah, whatever. Get out of here. It's the thing. It actually is just it's
You're
just a
making me
singular
think of
item.
like there's a Silt Breaker item, and he's like hacking. What item does he have?
No, it's just one item. It's not a full set though. That's the thing.
Okay. So it's his headpiece you're talking about, the Immortal?
Yeah, look at that thing. It's pretty, right?
Yeah, he's basically Game of Thrones, now.
Dude, spoilers. Watch yourself there. Honestly, some people haven't seen it.
honestly, people won't even understand what I just said, so
That's
it doesn't
true.
matter.
That's fair enough.
It's like even if it is.
All right.
And
well,
if you haven't seen it by now, you don't deserve to see it.
whatever. You're crazy.
Dude, it's been how long has it been out? Like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, but that's still like not okay by some people's standards, I would say. Like I remember, well, here's a good story. So there was a scene in Game of Thrones that was very it was a death. We'll just put that out there.
Are you talking about Red Wedding or Ned Stark?
Neither of those. I'm talking about something else entirely. We'll just leave it at there was a death. And it was like 30 minutes into the episode, but I had to run away real quickly and cast
I remember
it.
this.
You remember this?
You were recording it, right? You were like live?
I was live. I was watching it live, and I had to run away to go cast a game. And in the middle of casting the game, I gave a spoiler from the episode that was still playing. So it was like before literally anybody at all could have seen the episode, I spoiled it to them. So I was like basically punishing people that were watching Dota instead of Game of Thrones. They're like, oh, I'll just watch this one game of Dota because then afterwards I can watch GOT. And then I spoiled it for them to 20,000 people on air. It was really bad.
Yeah, you told me this like... You told me this when we casted like a month or two ago.
Yeah. Ooh, look at this courier, by the way.
That was still a funny story back then.
You see this Radiant courier?
Yeah.
He's a cutie.
So he's Bucktooth.
His name is Woodchopper.
I don't want him a part of my gene pool, that's for sure.
Why
Not with
not?
them teeth.
He's a cutie.
Not those teeth, man.
All right, let's see.
How am I supposed to kiss him? Or her, I mean. Alright, Gap of Pride.
What?
There's no saving it. I already screwed it up.
I like how that's the first. It's fine. All right, look at them. They're all going. They're writing on the board. It's
no, they're playing tic-tac-toe.
Yo, he messed up.
Somebody lost.
Yeah. Do you want to play against me?
Let's play Connect 4. I don't like tic-tac-toe because it's always draws.
It's not always draw. Look there. I'm going up or left.
All right.
There you go. You're about to get wrecked. Oh, you're wrecked. You're done. Look at that. You're over. What you gonna do now? No, look at that. Oh, lyrical. 2K MMR and Dota. 10 billion MMR and tic-tac-toe.
All right, here you go.
All right, let's see. You gonna go first or am I going first? You're going first? Okay.
I go X.
All right, I'm gonna go. Let's go there.
Well, it's already a draw. Might as well just. All right, it's a draw. I mean,
you don't. You just gonna get owned, man. Oh no, nada. Come back.
All right, I went there. All right, I went there.
You went there. All right, so I'm still center. So I'm gonna go here.
All right, cool. All right, there you go.
And I'm gonna go here now.
All right.
I'm gonna go here now. All right, it's a draw.
Yeah, wow, that was really amazing. Okay, let's play Connect 4. All right, so there's 7. It's 7 by 7.
Yo, this ain't happening. This is not gonna happen.
No, we got this. I got this. All right, so I'm going from the. This is the third. All right, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Right, you get this?
Let's see. All right, I'm going here then. I'm going there next to you.
All right, I'm building up.
All right, I'm putting it over the top of you.
And I'm going here.
Okay, I'm going over here. The next one over.
All right, I'm going here then.
All right, I'm going right. Where am I gonna go now? I'm gonna go right here.
Wait, is that this one or
it's
this?
The end. It's the end. End piece.
Okay, so I'm gonna block you. I'm cock blocking you.
All right, I'm gonna go right here now on top of that one.
All right, I'm going on top of this one.
All right, so I don't remember what it looks like now.
I know. All right, I got this. So it's X, X.
No. I was. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, it's not. What are you talking about?
X,
You're a cheater.
X.
You're cheating on me.
How?
What are you doing? No. This is all
here.
done. It's over. Ryu's a cheater.
I'm literally wrecking you right now.
Oh my god, unbelievable! I can't believe you cheated in Connect 4. You want to play chess? I'll play you in chess.
All right, let's play.
All right.
B. Alright, you wanna go you wanna be white?
Yeah, I'll go forward 2 with my actually I'll go with the king pawn. Forward
I thought
2
we were
spaces.
doing mental chess. Oh, okay. Alright, wait, what are you doing?
I'm going
Your king one?
king's pawn forward 2 spaces.
Alright, I king's pawn forward 2 spaces too.
Alright, I'm gonna we can't do this. This is too much. Yo, what is happening in this game? I've done everything that I normally can to fill. You look at the courier, you talk about the players, and still nothing. Nada. Eto gege. Yeah. Oh, he's back! Please, just one time. There we go. Game is underway. Whew.
I kinda just wanna play Monopoly now.
I don't know if we can do that on the mini map.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh look, 2 smokes kissing each other in the night. In the day.
Young Woo, Mr. Jakiro? I believe that he did get scouted out there by the Lich, but I don't think that they got the ward down. Yeah.
No, they both were smoked and they both didn't get nothing.
Okay.
They touched each other for a second.
Got it. Warding the hard camps, that way they can't pull. The classic. And looks like it is going to be an aggro dual lane and maybe a tri lane if the Earthshaker comes all the way down here. Do you like this decision by INF.Young?
30 seconds to battle.
I think it's good to try and avoid the Lich lane as much as possible. The Bat versus Furion lane, it's kind of favored to Bat, but at the same time, he can't really kill him because he has no stun. So he kind of relies on the Earthshaker roaming.
Oh, look at this. They're swapping the lanes though.
The battle begins.
Yeah. SG realizing that this could happen, they're going to instead send the Furion down bottom, and well, actually a little bit of impale there onto the Jakiro, so that's going to force him back for a moment, and Dominic also in a little bit of trouble if they were able to find another impale, but not going to go for it. He doesn't have any regen either, he just has clarities.
The March of the Trees was too strong. Had to back.
Oh! You see that courier almost die?
To the splash?
Close. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that is going to be a lane switch up that we were talking about. It is going to be Legion against the Batrider one-on-one, and that means that it's going to be a tri-lane versus semi-tri-lane. As Lich here just going to go for sacrifices whenever possible, and Earthshaker could go in for a fissure, but...
You know, this is like the ultimate karma, right? Lich thought there'd be like a Batrider in the bottom lane, so he blocked his own ward, but now that he blocked his own ward, he wish he didn't because they need the pools.
Right.
What an idiot. Karma. I'm just kidding. That's the stun misses. And they can go on him now.
Yeah, that's not what they needed. Initial bash comes out as well. The dual breath is there, but with too many creeps in the area, the Jakiro is going to be forced back.
I think this is a bad skill build, but okay, Earthshaker.
Yeah, that's first blood. Well done. Nick Sesson picks it up. And maybe a counter kill coming in as well. Can they find another? Woo in trouble. Woo Dota. Is he going to end up going down? This is a deep dive for this one and is not quite going to be able to connect there.
Oh, he's blocked.
Yeah, that's really bad. And they're just going to punch him a few more times in the face. But not going to fully commit to try and take down this Nyx assassin. Are you kidding me? What? They do have a fissure to take this out, though. He might decide to use it, yeah. That's the way that they need to do that.
You had to. That's a feels bad moment.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to flag Benjaz here just a little bit, going for the level 1 Berserker's Rage instead of the range forms. They're just whirling axes to slow, not the whirling. Oh, I forgot what the throwing axes for the ranger called, but they would have gotten the first blood, and it's just better to harass early on with it. So That's I think that's not good for them. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, looking at this matchup so far, haven't looked too much besides that courier attempt. But it looks like 40R doing really nice for himself in this lane.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen TAs just get pushed early, and it's hard to deal with, particularly when you've got this sniper here. You can just throw out shrapnel charges whenever he wants and burn through those refraction instances. It's not an easy lane in the least bit. So, Robo just going to keep on getting punched in the face, and we'll see if 40R decides to throw down a shrapnel here to push the lane, or if he's just going to stand on the TA's hill and keep on harassing. Oh, man. With the Nyx Assassin coming in, actually, this could be a kill. He's thinking about it. They have shrapnel available. Up in the top lane there is going to be an Earthshaker there to pick up the bounty rune. And we'll have to wait and see. Probably going to use the shrapnel here in a second, I would imagine, to push out the wave. Or not? Yeah, Nyx Assassin's going instead. He wants to be able to interrupt those stacks and steal away this bounty rune.
He's going to get a solo kill, though. Oh, he...
Yep, there it is. Used a lot of shrapnel charges for it. We also saw the Nyx Assassin get the bounty rune. And Earthshaker is going to be able to pick up one for himself also.
This is like one of those Earthshaker games you actually don't like playing because there's no kill potential in any of the lanes. So you're just basically running around. He kind of needs to follow the Furion around and try to kill him, but like I said, because of the miss skill and on the troll early on, they missed the kill, and then also Jakiro, he's got nothing to offer. He's level 1 still. And you can't really kill T unless they get a fissure block.
And Jazz is over here. They're trying to go onto that 4DR sniper, and he is dropping somewhat low. Looks like in the bottom lane they won't be able to secure a kill. So, well, at the end of the day, both the ganks don't really end up working out too well, and it looks like it's still going to be SG Esports who are kind of taking the lead just by virtue of the way the lanes are going.
I like this Legion build this game too. This is an interesting approach, but I think having one and press the attack is actually good, just to have the additional movement speed. I don't like having none in it.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of where you can bully out the lane, you get a lot of peel for the moment of courage, you're gonna get, most of the time you're gonna be able to get enough dual damage, or damage in to get the dual wins. So.
Now bottom lane. Oh, that was a misplay, unfortunately, by the Earthshaker. Didn't quite spot out the Nature's Prophet and try and break the TP there. So they missed the chance for the kill, but they should be able to do a decent chunk of damage to the tower with Jakiro in this lane as well. The Liquid Fire will do a decent amount. And Earthshaker is going to head up to the top, try and keep the rest of this team off of his tower, although he actually doesn't have any points right now in his enchant totem. The siege creep is going to do a lot of damage.
Is under attack. Radiant structures are
Strength of Nature's Prophet early.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet's kind of messing up the micro here. he made the Legion tank all the tower damage, like at least 6 or 7, but they're gonna get it at the end of the day.
Then Jazz, I think, is maybe dead. He's taking a lot of damage, but they can't quite get him. He's not going down yet. Now Nada, in a little bit of trouble himself, is getting punched in the face by Sniper, and with that Nyx Assassin in the area, they always have the potential to break that TP. Actually, didn't have any points in Carapace, so it wouldn't have worked. And somehow the troll was able to get out of there, but the duel is going to come out now. Connects onto this Jakiro, and he will not be able to live through that.
Right now, all SG Esports, and that's kind of what they need to have happen, because basically Infamous has like a greedy draft going into the later game. Can you hear that in the background?
A little bit. I'm not sure what it is though.
Hold on.
All right, no problem. All right, we've got Troll Warlord up here in the top. He's almost got his level 6. Sounds like Ryu is going to have to fight off a zombie apocalypse in the background.
Are we fine, bro?
We
Let's
good?
keep going.
But yeah, it's 8 minutes in, almost 4-0 start for SG, and I guess the nice part that you can say for them is that you've got a decent amount of farm on the troll. TA has a lot of the last hits being from neutrals, so it's not the best in the world. As Ben Jazz is going to be able to run away here if he needs to with the phase boots. The wraparound is coming.
Double wraparound. Who's gonna get the final set?
Posa in trouble. Impale comes out. They don't quite connect onto him. And trying to go for the courier kill, but not quite going to be there. Summoning some creeps. That's going to be a kill on Donata in the bottom lane, where Legion Commander couldn't pick up dual damage yet again, but Young Dominic looks to be going down here as well, as they've been able to have enough damage to find the kill onto him. SG still just running away with this one.
Yep. This is one of those, I'll reiterate it, this is one of those games for Earthshaker where he can't do much, and I think it was just set up by this Jakiro pick. They picked a really greedy 5 position, and now Batrider's having to come mid, try to help out. They have Lasso.
I don't know if this is going to work, though. They've already got the shrapnel out. I think he's just dead. They don't have any way to really stop this. Does get the wand charges out. It's the second time here that 4DR has sort of misjudged how much damage he needed to find a kill.
It's still worth trying to go for.
Yeah.
Maybe he could have peeped him a little bit more before going for it. But
Yeah, he's definitely the top winner in terms of net worth, though, sitting at about 4,000.
I wonder what's with the South American players going for Vlad's on troll. Almost every single troll player I see has always gone Mask and Madness. These last 2 games have been Vlad's. I'm not sure why.
It feels like it's more like a helping out your team type of build than it is him just being the one that carries like crazy, you know?
Yeah, but helping out your team, I mean, Vlad's for TA isn't even really that good. Vlad's for any of the other 3 heroes is actually kind of useless, besides like keep armor.
Right.
Mid lane though.
Yeah. Killing spree for him, and now the tower is going to fall with this catapult coming in. And honestly, if they wanted to, they could maybe even take this a bit further. I don't feel like Infamous have the abilities right now to stop this.
No, you don't want to go mid. You want to just rotate bottom, what they're doing now.
Yeah.
You want to... You can't brute force just because they have the shrine there, and they're already getting a lot of resources from the top lane. Like Nyx is getting 6, and then bottom lane is the Legion.
Right.
So you just go here, and then now you go 2 here. Like now that you have gone 2 here, you met up with your Legion, and then it's just a good, better trade.
Yeah, and they can also keep doing the press the attack on the catapult thing. Like that just melted the tower so quickly. So, Young Dominic again here, trying to keep this pressure on. They've got all of the treants in the world to keep this push going, and Infamous just don't have an answer in the least bit. The tower down to about half HP already. Troll Warlord's not really getting any type of exchange out of this, and it is just, it's quite hard to stop this push. Hustabile also going to be there to draw up the aggro whenever he needs to. Press the attack. Not quite working there in the tower, but the tier 2 is finally going to end up dropping here, it looks like.
Is he dead? Oh, if he had sniped him. How much damage?
Have the Nature's Prophet coming in. They're going for this. They're keeping the pressure on. That's Shakiro gone. Dual victory as well. It's a 5,000 net worth lead at 12 minutes in, and I don't know what they can really do to stop the rest of the Dire or Radiant from just like moving around, taking the other tier 2s, and then gain Roche.
Yeah. The thing is, they have to be very careful when going for Roche. Like that is going to be, they can easily throw the game if they try to go for that. Sometimes it's easier just to go for all the tier 2 towers first, and then making sure you know exactly where your enemy is. Or if Dire decide to go for, let's say, a bad trade or something, like they're all on the southern side of the map, then they can easily go for the Roche.
All right, this might be another kill here if the Nyx ends up finding somebody. Honestly, anybody that they find if they're solo is going to die, I think. But Nyx is continuing to mark the movements, and there's going to be the Earthshaker, and Impale is there, the dual win yet again. This is I feel like the game is almost over.
Yeah, they really need to have Earthshaker to have a blink by like the next 3 minutes because he's so far away.
Yeah. Well, that's the tier 1 tower, and maybe more as well. They don't have a disruptor to set it all up, but the Impale not quite there. They won't be able to connect onto Infamous. But they get the D ward. Now Earthshaker looking for something, anything. He has an Echo Slam, but I don't know. Maybe this could end up working. All right, this is looking a little bit better. Chain Frost, though, is starting to bounce around. A good move back by the Jakiro. And
I think Earthshaker should have just echoed for that. I think if he gets that solo kill, well, he needs this kill. They should let Earthshaker have this kill. Oh, I think he might have tried. So if Earthshaker had gotten both of those kills, then he could have had almost his blink, because that was 361 gold and 251. Only 361 for the Legion kill.
I think he's dead again.
No, young Dominique.
Yeah, he's out of there.
Oh, he got his stun off though.
Almost gonna be able to get out of there, but
it's not too bad.
Yeah, I think that's still worth it. You take the kill on the Earthshaker for that next any day of the week.
Both fours hunting for their blink dagger. Both kind of mirroring bar level. And they still have Echo Slam. Do they have... I hate this thing, not knowing if one team has smokes or not. They really need to fix that. One day. Alright, so we have one smoke on Jakiro. So they kind of need to run at them right now.
Yeah.
Smoke, here we go.
I see him. Yeah, they're not going to fully go for this. I think that it makes sense. Like, if they can sneak it, fine. But otherwise, maybe a little bit too scary. They haven't been able to find themselves the Legion Commander, though. Ice Path not quite going to be there on the mark. They do take down Bardino. And 4DR now has shown up as well. So SG Esports getting a little bit too lackadaisical with their movements around the map, and they're getting punished for it.
Yes.
It's just the problem where you're slowing down the map, and it's just easy to find these pickoffs, and they're getting pretty greedy. When Legion Commander's in the front like that, you have to make sure that he doesn't get picked off, and then that pretty much put the Lich out of position. Yeah. And another kill for 4DR. Unstoppable, man.
Yeah, it was just another setup by the Nyx Assassin, who's kept on making this play. They do see now that the TA trap is down there, and they'll be able to tank the Roshan with Legion Commander, and now set up to get Roche.
Oh, Nyx.
He's out of there.
He's out of the world. He's dead.
Bam. Can they come and fight this? Oh, the Treants, they're scouting it out that they're in this area. Macro Pyre's ready to be laid down as well. It's on to two of them. All right, but there's the Chain Frost, and that is really going to hurt. Again, the unlucky bounce. And that's going to end up being Benjaz dropping, but he stole away that Aegis. The Dire were the ones that got the last hit on as well. 4DR is dead. SG Esports crumbling apart here in this one.
Yeah, that's... I literally just said this like 3 minutes ago, did I? Not what is this?
Yeah, man. It's not what you need to be doing.
I jinxed them, maybe.
Radiant structures are fortified.
All right. Well, suddenly what was an almost 7,500 net worth lead has been dropped down to 1K.
Yeah, this is where it starts getting really hard
middle tower has
for SG. They don't have their Blink Dagger still on Legion. He went for this greedy armlet, and they just needed to sit back and farm their blinks on him and Nyx. They didn't need to keep the pressure up. They will kill Bat though. Maybe.
Possibly. Chasing.
Maybe not. Those raindrops always come in handy.
Saving lives. There's a chance that Nyx Assassin there could have gone for a second Spike Carapace to break the TP, but I don't know if it would have mattered.
And also another big thing, like this is actually critical, is this Nature's Prophet Rod is now completely useless. Like just having it is a burden. You're just not offering anything. It's not offering you better split push. It's offering you just survivability, which you could have got by getting any other item. It's just maybe it can counter initiate the bat, but I don't know. It's better if you just have more damage items or something.
Yeah, it's might come back to bite him in the butt a little bit here. They do have the Blink Dagger now done on both the Earthshaker and the Bat Rider, so it was looking really bad for Infamous just a little while ago is starting to turn back around, and you have blinks on all these key heroes. This could be a scary spot for SG Esports.
Yeah, they need to make sure they keep finding these pickoffs for SG now that they have their timing window. So they still have the element of the surprise. They still have the trees that can be scouting. They have Nyx that can be scouting.
Speaking of
whereas Infamous, they just kind of have to run at people.
They do have the Nyx Assassin wrapping around here from behind, but he's about to wear off with his ulti. Oh, wait, no, it's still about half duration. Benjaz far away from BKB. We'll see what the call ends up coming, because it doesn't seem like 4DR is that interested in trying to press the issue that much.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Coming in, they found themselves one. No Troll Warlord here, but they will be able to kill off this Legion Commander, I think. Maybe? Possibly? Chain Frost bouncing back and forth. They do end up being able to take down that Legion. Now it's TA who is stuck here inside the Shrapnel.
They have no detection.
They also have a Blink Echo Slam if they want to use it. Can they find that opening?
The supports on SG really need detection, especially when you're playing against T8.
Ah, that was the opening. Look at 4DR. He's playing this pretty far forward, and they're going to have Firefly again in a sec.
That trap was amazing coming in from TA. It showed exactly where the Legion was keeping. Now,
this is really bad. TA gets the refraction off. Well done. All right, there's going to be the Atos catching her out for the moment, but she is going to die there. Now, can they do anything else off the back of this? Laposa's showing up. They want to try and get out with the rest of these heroes. The Echo Slam turnaround is tremendous, and that's going to be able to take down at least one, but Sniper still peeping away in the back lines. Laposa taking some damage off of this as well. They have been able to find Young Dominic. Double kill for the Sniper. Flame Break trying to kill off this Nyx. He will spike Carapace back up in a second, and that keeps him alive at 46 HP. Won't die to those creeps either with the smoke play.
It's one of those situations where Earthshaker, you need to, well, top lane, hold that thought.
Benjaz. Well done. Might be a little bit premature with that duel, but I'll still get the winner. 34 damage stolen is all that Legion has, but that can start to be accentuated as this game goes on later and later.
Earthshaker kind of has a hard job this time. Like, if you see 2 or 3 people, it's nice to always go for the Echo Slam, but you have Sniper still in the back lines. Sniper is the one who you kind of need to mainly focus on if you're playing for the side of Infamous. So that means even if you solo ulti Sniper, it's worth it most of the time, because you have to find a way to get into the back lines, and you have to find a way to kill this Sniper. Like, he's the priority number 1.
Right.
So even if, like, let's just say like 3 heroes are grouped up, maybe it's even better, like I said, just to go for that Sniper, unless the, like, oh, wow, another duel. Oh my goodness. That's my friend.
And that's really the problem right there also with Infamous's lineup, is that it has to be the Earthshaker, because if your Bat Rider jumps in, you can just spike Carapace the Lassa or the Firefly, and then all of a sudden you're in a much worse position as well.
Yeah, he needs the BKB. He's trying his best.
Oh god. Look at that. Young Dominic. He's almost dead. 80 HP. Well, the hero deals a bit of damage there, but nothing really of substance. As meanwhile, the bottom lane was being split pushed by the Nature's Prophet. He's going to head back home. And continuing to show the dominance right now. SG Esports pulling it back after that stumble that they had earlier.
All right. Well, you can just see the amount of control the map SG still has on this game, just because of their heroes. They still can just keep playing around that. But when they have these smokes like this from Infamous, they can always punch right back.
I wonder if this is a bit of a bait coming out here. If they go onto this TA, the counter initiation is going to be tremendous. They blow them all to hell. And that is going to be 3 heroes down. SG just got tooled over.
Yeah, that is like the biggest bait I've seen in a long time. And that was really well played. Like, all right. So the Sentry Ward just went down. And that basically means that he knew Nick's assassin was there, but he wasn't afraid. Like, in normal situations, maybe a player would panic. But because he knew his team was there, he was baiting it out. He waited patiently and got the counterplay. Unfortunately, they didn't get the duel win.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah. That would have been really nice, but, you know, you go in there and you make sure you find those kills, and it's now Infamous again leading. So that does start to feel more and more scary, I think, at this point for SG Esports. Like, not too many towers have been taken by the Dire team yet. There's still a tier 1 tower in the top lane as well as tier 2 mid, so like once those towers start going down again in a little bit here, it might start to swing even further into the favor of Infamous.
Yeah, Infamous have double BKBs now, so it's like double trouble. And this is the timing that we were talking about during the draft, where SG Esports has to be very, very afraid of, where they have the 2 strongest heroes. They have to duel one of them, and even so, the other one is still gonna go kind of like ham in the team fights. And if they go for a Lincoln's next, on which I think Troll should go for next. Yeah, I don't know why he's up there. The de-warding, that's super greedy. It's super greedy just to de-ward without your team nearby.
All right. SG is... It feels like the plan is kind of fallen out the window a little bit. It kind of feels like they're sort of all doing their own thing as opposed to making a concerted effort together on the map. You know what I mean?
Nah, I know what you mean. Well, that's kind of like how they have to play, though, but not too greedy like what Nyx did.
Okay.
Because the way they kind of do things is you can set up ganks with Nyx and bottom lane. Ooh.
Oh, man. Is this still going to end up being the duel? Lasso, rather, and they pull him back in. The Echo Slam turnaround. The Chain Frost is bouncing, but it's not going to be enough damage since the BKB came out for TA. So again, they go for the pick-off play, but it's just not there.
And you can see the problem now with this sniper pick, right? He can't really come to these team fights because if he does, he's just going to be on his own in like an island. Whereas the Nyx, the Furion, and the Legion, they can all they have like this hit squad where they're just going around and they can kill almost everybody. The problem is Nature's Prophet went for this Rod build. He just lacks damage, so much damage because of it, and it's just hurting them. It's basically been killing them, as well as the Legion. Like I said, he went for this armor build, which is good because he snowballed, but he had a late blink, a later blink than needed to be. So all these ganks that were happening in the last 5 minutes, should have been happening, 15 minutes ago.
Right. And now you have the items with which to deal with it, with the Earthshaker and,
they have the gem too now.
Yeah, this is quite bad. All right, Nyx Assassin, show us what you got. See if they can really make anything happen. Seems like Roshan probably is going to be that next big thing that ends up being a clock for where each team ends up going. A very long respawn time on that one, and now with it back up, both teams are aware. Who can take advantage?
I think the team with 3 BKBs is gonna take it.
Yeah.
And the gym. Like that's not like the icing on the cake is the gym.
Right.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think you give the gym to Bet now.
That's what I was wondering about.
Radiant's top tower.
We'll see if
has
Earthshaker
fallen.
decides to go for that. He might want to hold on to it. Who knows? He got himself
think
that
he-
gem.
Tower is under
Put
attack.
the I think he put the TPs in the backpack.
Radiant's
think they
top
just do
tower
Roche
is
here.
under attack.
Well, they have all the vision in the world. And Jakiro there to be the one that holds the line against the rest of the Radiant team. Troll ulti comes out. It's like Sniper's moving over in that area, but going into the low ground against this lineup with all the vision in the world. The jump forward, the counterplay, but they're not going to be able to get there in time, and it's going to be Benjaz staying alive, just BKBs and TPs the hell out of there. They're not finding anything, even going to be able to TP away on the Jakiro. Oh, man, that was about as unfortunate as it could have been for SG.
That was a really good play though by SG. They recognized it. They tried to get there in time. Furion was split pushing bottom. If they didn't react to it, they would have gotten the tower plus maybe more Rax damage. So that was a really good play coming in from SG as best they could, and they almost got the snipe with the Nyx run. So, but the BKBs TP away. Can't do anything about that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if they would have been able to find the duel, it could have worked out, but not happening. And Infamous now, 5,000 gold into the favor of them, with around 7,500 experience lead. If there's one thing that you can say for sure about the SG lineup, it's that they hold high ground well, with Sniper being there as well as the Lich. But how much is that going to matter if they just continue to out-farm them around the map? Nyx Assassin trying to get his way out of there. They do have the gems still. Young Dominic searching, seeing if they can find him just outside of vision.
And now you wonder why the bat still doesn't have the gem. But they're going to be setting up. I think the scarier thing right now is that Earthshaker is his own, he's like his own Nyx assassin right now. You know, just going around hunting people. Another kill tallied.
That blink troll is so scary. Like, all of their heroes have blinks now except for the Jakiro. And he has a pretty long range stun as well with the Ice Path, so if they find one, it's all gone.
You know, another cool thing that I haven't mentioned yet is Ice Path and duel. Like, if somebody duels and you're in a position, you just Ice Path, then he's kind of countered. So that's why, yeah, Legion, he has to go for this blink. Also, another thing is the fissure. You can just fissure him when he's dueled, as well as they have the whirling axis coming in from Troll. Like, if he gets them off as he's getting dueled, that's 60% chance that he's gonna get missed. And
Radiant's
so
middle tower has fallen.
this is a very hard Legion game, especially when you don't have a BKB.
Right. Oh, he's trying to creep cut now. Unfortunately, these TA illusions were pushing the wave enough that now the rest of Infamous can meet up with them if they want. And it looks like that indeed is going to happen. And the last Tier 2 tower is soon to be claimed. What was at one time a very significant lead for SG Esports is now tumbled back towards the south, and Infamous are dominating in this one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Aegis still up online for another, what, 2 minutes, let's say?
Radiant's top tower has
Or
fallen.
A minute and 45.
yeah. This is... I think this is high ground.
Top tower is under
Laposa's
attack.
here to push top, or rather bottom, but they don't have a creep wave with them.
He's just trying to cut as best he can.
The seeds of fortune.
Now,
Oh boy.
oh, they have it. They have the gem on Earthshaker. He sees them. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, that's the connection. That is the damage. And Liposa is no more.
Earth take you.
Lipos is dead.
Oh, God. I think 40R might be dead, too. If he's
Yeah.
not careful. I don't know. They can't catch up to him yet.
Well, Just waiting for the end to come.
I mean, we've seen them end up going in a bad way earlier. Like, it's not as if Infamous have this game completely locked up by any means.
Oh no, for sure. I was just seeing your retort. That's
my only retort.
Oh, that's your only one? I was trying to be so negative that you're going to be so positive.
I like that.
Yeah, it was a good bait.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to bait you, and it's working. But I like their odds for holding high ground. I don't like their odds when they go outside of the base, especially when they have Aegis though.
If they could blow up Benjaz, it'd be good, but he's already blinking away, and now back across the map. Well played, realizing that the gank could have come, and now SG Esports not able to connect to him. The Aegis is about to expire now. They run into several. Young Dominic there as well is going to be in a little bit of trouble. There's the BKB pop immediately turning now onto that Nyx assassin, and he is gone. The Gankies become the Gankers. As Infamous continue to assert dominance in this one. Man. Nature's Prophet does have an Orchid. So I guess that just signals more of the like try and gank type of build. I don't know. Is there anything else that he could really get that helps the team a ton? Ryu, are you alive? Hello?
Come.
Hello? Oh god, did he disappear? He's still in the chat client. I don't know what's happening. Well, they've been able to find one and blow up the Legion Commander now. So another hero goes down, and Nyx Assassin going to be found as well. There's the BKB popped, catching now onto that Nyx. They do have the gem still. They find and connect onto him. And he is gone. Meanwhile, the Chain Frost does not bounce any further. 4DR caught and most likely going to be killed. Standing in the macro pyre is not good for your health, but if they can manage to actually end up surviving with the sniper, it could have been good, but doesn't end up working out. The gem is still on the ground. They'll pick it up with that Jakiro. And with 3 dead, maybe high ground on the line, they do end up taking down that troll actually after he kills off the tier 3 tower. So Infamous.Young gonna back out. And Ryu still is no longer in this client. Hopefully he comes back shortly, as it looks like might have lost power or something? I don't know. He was fighting zombies earlier. It's okay, we can just keep going with the solo cast until he gets back. So Bloodthorn done for the TA. Level 23, getting closer to those extra instances of refraction charges. I think that's what you take this game, even though it's not great against Shrapnel. It's better than terrible, which is what I feel like the Meld Strike minus armor is this game. And the big thing there is they also were able to recover the gem. So Earthshaker or Batrider will have that available to him. I think they were at least. Yeah, they have it. Earthshaker has it now in his inventory. And he might actually run into the Nyx Assassin, but doesn't want to go for that kill.
Radiant's bottom shrine.
Just get in touch with him, see if he's still around. You there, buddy?
Roots and run.
Okay. 36 minutes in, 22 to 18. And now the movement down towards the south. Oh, young Dominic is going to find this Nature's Prophet here.
Radiant's bottom shrine.
And that will be a kill. They found him yet again. He's just gone. And they found another. That's a pullback onto the Lich. He's in trouble as well and is just going to get eviscerated. Legion might also go down. There's the Flame Break pushback, able to catch now. Legion Commander in trouble, gets forced up to the high ground, but the Echo Slam is set up beautifully. Now the turnaround, and it's going to be Earthshaker maybe in a little bit of trouble. The buyback is about as good as a fight as they could have taken, and they managed to get the gem. All right, SG Esports turning things back around. You probably didn't need to buy back on the Nature's Prophet, but it did force the rest of Infamous back and make them a little bit scared.
Radiant's bottom shrine.
So a little sign of life there for SG Esports. Emphasis is definitely on little.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
Shaker has a freaking BKB now too. Alrighty. Well, that is continuing to accentuate the problems. All right, Nyx Assassin walking forward here. He can go for the Spike Carapace initiation. Let's find him there, and Pale comes through and going to be able to take down the Batrider. All right, winner comes out now for Legion Commander. Suddenly things start to look a little bit better, and Laposa can keep the pressure out, so that way the bottom lane isn't being pushed in. Again, I'm going to try and do my best here with this one, but so far I've been casting for 11 hours right now, and solo casting the last one is a little bit insane, but that's all good. Ain't no thing. Dota 2 is happening, and that's what it's all about. It's the dream. So Butterfly done for Sniper. We saw the work that ended up doing with a couple of misses that came out, and Troll Warlord, instead of going for the MKB, decided to pick up a Scotty. We do have the Bloodthorn from the Templar Assassin, so she needs to make sure to find 4DR to keep the True Strike going onto the Sniper when these team fights start to break out. So a big jump onto Sniper is probably the top thing to be looking for in this game.
Hey.
Hey, you're back. What's happening, my man?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Hello? Oh, God. It's all gone wrong. You there?
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Well, you just said that. It's deja vu.
I know, deja vu, back again.
I had a blue screen of death.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad that you're back.
I don't know. I think my computer's still recovering.
Well, I'm glad that you're here. Are you in the game at all?
No, I am not. My Steam's not working properly.
Oh, God. It's all falling apart. Well, in the meantime, you missed the Dire losing a gem, and now are not in quite as dominant of a position as they were. It's still 21,000 net worth, but if Roshan goes down right here, which it looks like it might do, it would be pretty big. BKB pop for the Troll Warlord. They jump in, trying to find the duel. Aegis is on the ground, hasn't been taken down yet, and now the Chain Frost is bouncing back and forth. Can they do enough damage? It's still going to end up being a dead Legion Commander. They take the Aegis with the TA, and it looks like you might not be able to come back in time for the game because I think it's about to be over. They're going to chase down 4DR. They have everybody on top of them, and that's going to be a dead 4DR, going to be a dead Lich, and going to be a dead game number 1 as Infamous get themselves into position to finish this off in the first game of this best of 3.
Nice. Wait, did they call GG?
No, not yet, but the only one with buyback right now on the Radiant is Sniper, and everybody else has like a 60-second respawn timer.
Alright, I'll just come watch for the
tower is under attack.
commodities.
Yeah.
Just for show. I'm a good sport.
Radiant's middle
Mr.
barracks are under attack.
TA just so freaking big right now.
Radiant's
Has the
structures
refraction
are
instances
fortified.
thing as well. Sniper did buy out for something. He wants his BKB completed, but doesn't quite have enough yet.
Radiant's middle barracks has
It
fallen.
looks like they're sticking
Radiant's
through
middle
it to
barracks has fallen.
wait out the
Radiant's bottom barracks
sad,
are under
debilitating end to this game of theirs.
attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Let's see. Tier 3 tower, one more is left. There's still 15 seconds before the Sniper is back up. And jump
game.
forward. You're in the game? Oh, do you see the Impale? Do you see the Spike Carapace?
I see a dead Batrider. Oh no,
my
debated!
God. No, they didn't get him though. BKB comes out, but they're still going to be able to catch him. Earthshaker in trouble. He's fallen. Dual damage 1. Shakiro caught. Game tilted.
Where the heck was Troll? Where was Troll at?
I don't know, man.
Troll was like farming in La La Land, and then Earthshaker had no mana for any follow-up. Imagine if there was a follow-up after that Echo. That could have been sweet. Oh well. Yeah, I would ping Ben Jazz too. He wasn't at my fight.
Oh, it's okay. They got themselves a very dead nature's prophet.
Heresy's alone.
Wow.
The temple decreed your
That's my favorite chat command. What about you?
Oi, 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 oi.
You like that one a lot? All right, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm a big WoW fan.
It's too simple for me.
But it's like, it's perfect in so many instances, right? Like, you know,
Right.
you miss a spell. Wow. It's great.
I use that for the same thing for the oi, 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 oi.
Really? Okay. That's fair.
Because it's like it's like the same thing, right? It has hype, it has like, oh shit, you know, it's like oi, 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 oi. It's
Oy, oy, oy.
like, wow.
I guess the WoW is a little bit sarcastic.
Yeah. Whereas the other one is kind of like, you know, you're being sarcastic, even though it's kind of like upbeat.
All right. Or, you know, Eto Gege is pretty great also.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't think I have that one yet because I'm low level. Feels bad, man.
Let's just chain Frost to creep wave.
Hey, man, you gotta farm. He's got no items.
He only
He
got
needed
like 2 creep kills with it, though. That's the other thing.
He's mad. Just bought thousands of sentries.
Yeah. Oh, stun, or rather assassinate. Not going to do all that much, and it's going to be a tier 3 down. Walk forward. Tower starting to drop. There's a duel on the back. Able to find the Jakiro. Not bad start to this one. And now they're able to catch onto the Earthshaker as well. I don't know if it's going to end up being enough. Now they've got sight of 4DR. He's actually not taking that much damage with that butterfly. He's getting a lot of work done there. And they weren't able to get the blood thrown off onto him. The cheese is going to get eaten. They turn to fight, take down the Posa. Can they get any more off the back of this? They do have a second round of salvos coming in, but look at the damage from 4DR. He's just dismantling this TA. TA will have the full set of equipment out here. It does not have a BKB though, and just gets blown up. So suddenly, everybody starts to fall down here. They have duel again in another 9 seconds, if they can manage to wait that long. But it looks like it's going to be the rest of Infamous out. A little sloppy there. SG Esports hold.
No, that was no. They won. Infamous won that fight, hands down.
Really?
Sorry to. Yeah, they got the racks. They took so long to wrap around that they got both of the barracks. So at the end of the day, they might have gotten a lot of kills, but they got mega'd, and they have no map control. They can't really. They're pushing down middle, but at best case they'll get TA buyback, and they won't even need to.
Yeah. I guess that's fair enough. We do see the lane pushing in up in the top here. And a big opportunity for backdoor if they want to.
Oh, they know dust.
Okay. Troll jumps forward, able to blink, and able to find that kill. Now duel is going to be there. Onto the Bat Rider, starting to fall. That's a winner. In the meantime, this Nature's Prophet is holding on to the base, so they're not getting ratted while this is happening. All right.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Can they find any more?
Fissure. And he's been fissure blocked, and that feels bad.
Yeah, they Echo Slam, and that will probably be enough there. No, nothing left in the tank. Sniper drops, and with that, so do to the hopes of SG Esports.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Wow!
Call it.
Yeah, GG gets called. Well, game number 1 in the books now. Infamous able to pull back from what was an SG Esports pretty substantial lead, and you said it best right at the very beginning when it was happening. It was going to come down to a lot to Roshan, and that felt like the turning point.
Yeah. Teams have to make sure they know exactly when they can do it and when not to do it. There's lots of opportunities for teams to do it, but it's at the same time you might lose like 3 heroes and the Aegis, so it might not be worth actually getting it.
Right.
They actually, in some games you kind of want to deny it. In this game, they kind of needed it to clear out all the tier 2s, maybe, and get a tier 3 and try to go high ground for SG. That's kind of what they needed to do, but just feeding a little bit too much there. I wasn't a fan of the Furion's build. really wish he had gone for, the Shadow Blade or the Orchid first, and put more priority into his damage instead of control and survivability.
Right.
But and also they just need to. They were a little bit too fast paced, and then eventually they got turned around on. Like they fed too many kills, gave the Earthshaker his blink, and then Legion didn't have hers, as we talked about earlier. So it was still a close. It was still a close game for a little bit, but you just saw when those BKBs came out, it was really hard for them to get on top of Infamous.
For sure. I'm with you. Well, we're going to have to watch and see if they can pull it back in game number 3. Our final best of 3 of the night. Our SG Esports going to be able to push it to a solid 3 games. Our INF.Young going to be the ones to pull away with this one. Again, this is just the upper bracket, so still another round and chance for any teams that get knocked down. Midas Club Elite were already ones that got knocked down by Lucchini a little bit earlier. This one, of course, SG Esports on the brink of being locked down to the lower bracket. And then tomorrow we're going to continue with South American Dota. Infamous versus Mad Kings, Fuera Joven, and Digital Chaos South America also going to face off. But for now, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for game number 2 in just a few.